This is a message for Dr. Jordan Peterson, the Canadian psychologist who has been acting like the propaganda tool for Israeli media, very sadly. You claim to be a Christian, and today I talk to you while standing in the place where Jesus was born. I'm right now in Palestine, Bethlehem in Palestine, and I'm talking to you right in front of the Evangelical Lutheran Christmas Church. And here in Bethlehem, a lot of Muslims as well as Christians died fighting together as a team.
I will never forget what I saw in Palestine. I decided to travel to Palestine after watching Dr. Jordan Peterson's interview with Benjamin Netanyahu. It was appalling and preposterous, lies over lies. I wanted to witness what happened to Palestine with my own eyes and talk to its people and understand the ground root reality. What I saw filled my heart with sadness. Dr. Jordan Peterson, he lied, he supported lies, and he spread these lies to millions of his followers without an ounce of shame. After a lot of travel, I reached Bethlehem, Palestine at night and got in touch with a few Palestinian brothers and sisters, and we decided to meet up and document late at night the atrocities and uncover the injustice that happened here.
It is very hard to talk to Palestinians here without being observed by the Israeli agents and the military personnel. So what I've done is I've got connected with a few Palestinians here, and I talked to them, and we discussed and agreed on a point to meet, and I'm going to meet them. The time is very, very early in the morning, and the street it's almost empty. You know, one of the things about recording Palestinian videos is that it's quite dangerous because Israeli military information agency is highly advanced, and they observe us. You know, they have cameras on every side. They even use a laser beam audio recording system, so they can hear what we're saying, you know, from a very, very long distance. So that can be very dangerous. And if they take us from here, even the embassy of our country, they won't even interfere. So that's quite dangerous. And I've heard cases of people who have been taken from this particular place. There is absolutely no one in the area. It's extremely empty, subhanAllah. So I'm right now in Bethlehem. I've agreed to meet that person right here in the Bethlehem University Street. Here I have a brother who has witnessed the crimes himself. His mother was killed right in front of his eyes. His brothers were killed. One day the Israeli forces invaded his house, broke all the furnitures, and took all his brothers and sisters. He had to see his own brother's dead body lying on the street for 3 days, and no ambulance came to take it.
Sami Abde from Bethlehem. I lost my brother, my mother. My brother is 38 years, my mother 64 years, and my two cousins in 1 month. All my cousins 20 and 21 years.
Subhanallah. For the people who are listening, the lady that you see there, Shahida Sumaya Abida, she is the mother of this person, subhanallah. And he was attacked by the Israeli forces. They killed his mother. This killed his mother, subhanallah. Khalid Abid al-Shaheed. He is this man's brother. Look at the amount of pain that Palestinians are going through because of Israeli fascist, oppressive and suppressive rules and regulations. Allahu Akbar, subhanallah. Subhanallah, this is very sad to hear. Very sad to hear. Subhanallah. So what he's saying is, you know, all these people who died here, these were civilians. You know, these were normal people like you and me. These people were not engaged in any military things. And these were people who were killed in their own houses. The Israeli military, they attacked the houses, they took the people out and slaughtered in front of their own families. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. In your interview with Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli Prime Minister-elect, you agreed with most of his points, including his statement that Israel is a peaceful state and Israel is just defending its right to exist.
And there's baby girl. It's about 7 or 8 years, between 7 or 8 years, with and their Christian family. Their parents are injured, and she was killed during 2003 near the Shepherd Fields Hotel. And now we stand near the Evangelical Lutheran Church in Bethlehem. دانيال سابا أبو حمامة وأحمد محمد علي مصطفى. هاي هذا مسيحي وهي هذا مسلم.
Subhanallah.
هاي صورة واحد.
Subhanallah. So one man here is a Muslim and the other is a Christian. Subhanallah, they fought as a team together, as brothers against Israeli forces, but very sadly, they were killed. Very sad reality. This is one of the best evidences for the fact that both Muslims and Christians, they were fighting together as a team against Israeli forces. But what kind of newslet narrative do we get from Israeli media? They say that, we are trying to kill terrorist Muslims. This is what they say. They cover up the fact that Muslims and Christians were fighting as a team. They cover up the fact that even Christians were being killed. So these four people were actually killed in this very corner. The corner that you can see here. They were surrounded by a lot of Israeli, soldiers, and they were attacked directly. Bullets were put through their bodies, and they died right here in the cold blood. It's a very, very sad reality, my dear brothers and sisters. So, when the battle was happening, when the soldiers were killing these young men, and there were a lot of bullet holes over here, and what the Israeli government did to cover up for this, battle was, just to put, a cement over the holes that, was formed during the battle. How hypocritical and how cowardly. Subhanallah. Look at the names of these people. These people were killed.
Look how many people killed.
Subhanallah.
Mujahid.
These people were actually killed right from this corner, and they were coming by a car, and the Israeli soldiers just shot bullets inside their car and killed them cold-blooded. Subhanallah, the Israeli forces, they're ruthless. They have no sense of justice. But yet, these people who represent the Israeli forces in, the international parliaments and the international agencies and offices, they act like, they're noble. They act like, they are the representatives of peace and safety. These hypocrites, they have blood on their hands. They have blood on their hands, and it's a very sad reality that we treat them as, honest politicians who are being given diplomatic rights. These people are criminals. These people are terrorists and extremists who don't deserve, what they are getting. A lot of these pictures of a lot of young people who sacrifice their blood to protect these poor people, their photos and their memorials are available throughout Bethlehem. I'm right now inside the Nativity Church where Jesus was born. Israeli police even attacked the Nativity Church, smashing the beautiful architecture they have inside this church. Now, you decide whether Israelis are in support of Christians. Jordan Peterson, who claims to be a Christian, it is high hypocrisy for him to be supporting Benjamin Netanyahu, the one who is leading the Israeli forces in this era. And right here, a lot of Christian brothers were also killed. The Christians and Muslims, we were fighting against the Israeli forces as a team in unity. And it's a very sad reality that you have covered up, for the Israeli forces who killed hundreds of Christians who fought with their Muslim brothers as a team against Israeli forces. How hypocritical of you is that? Jordan Peterson? Please do understand this. Each time you promote these Zionist propaganda parrots like Benjamin Netanyahu, you are supporting these people who have blood on their hands, these people who have oppressed thousands and thousands of people, who have made millions and millions of refugees. Now, are the Muslims and Christians here, are they living in peace and harmony? Do they have
Here, there's no problems.
There's no problems, right?
No problems.
So the only people who are creating problems are the Israelis.
No problems. Just the problems is the Israelis.
Subhanallah.